Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the RJ Square podcast, where we invite you to join the conversation. I'm Jamal, and I'm here with Jermaine and Renell, and we're your unfiltered crew, diving into life, culture, manhood, and so much more. We stream here live Sundays on YouTube, Instagram, sometimes on X, if Renell can remember. I didn't mean to throw shade. I'm sorry. But it's true. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and join the conversation to help grow the channel and build the community. Today's episode, DoorDash, controversy, and other topics. But before we dive into that, Brunel, would you be so kind as to help our audience know where they can find us to connect?
Absolutely. Our platforms are robust and we're all over these days. So connect with us, the RJ Squared podcast. Stay informed by connecting on YouTube at RJ Squared Podcast, Instagram at RJ2 _ podcast, TikTok at RJ Squared 7, X, formerly known as Twitter, at RJ2 podcast, Facebook, RJ Squared Podcast, and Snapchat, RJ Squared 25. For business inquiries, please reach out to us via email at rjsquaredpodcast@gmail.com.
Beautiful. So yeah, you guys may have heard about the DoorDash controversy. I didn't find out about it till Jermaine called, or we all jumped on the call this morning, and so I did some digging, and yeah, that situation is a little crazy. So we're about to unpack that, and then we have a few other topics, but I think that's going to be the first one. Or actually, I'd like that to be the second one, because first, I kind of want to circle back to last week's topic. We were talking about our favorite shows, and Renell, you shared some sad news. what was that you had to say, man?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good call. I'm glad you brought this up because this actually inspires me now. Not too crazy about the DoorDash topic, but I'm here for you guys, and let's jump into that here momentarily. But what I was actually talking to you about offline, J Dub, was the Banshee show. I'm only 3 episodes in, so got to be open minded, right?
Sure.
But so far, no bueno. I'm not happy with the series.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not happy with how it's kind of rolling out. A little disappointed. I almost feel like I'm watching another Homelander series. And
Really?
so that, yes,
Homelander?
yes, I feel like I'm looking at Homelander, and I don't want to look at Homelander right now. I'm watching Banshee. So that, not to say that he's not talented, I just think that he's Homelander and that's it.
Okay.
I don't,
So
yeah,
I think you hit the nail on the head. So had you seen it in the right order, maybe that would have made a difference. Because now
maybe.
Anthony Starr, you see him as Homelander, but I saw him as Banshee playing a superhero. Is how I saw him in The Boys. So that's interesting. So maybe that ship's kind of like how watching Raiders of the Lost Ark or Top Gun now.
Yeah.
That ship for me is sailed. Like I've never seen either one. I tried to watch both. Yeah. And I'm like, what's the big deal about either?
Yeah, back in the day it was great.
Yeah, back in the day it was great, but that ship sailed for me. Like I tried to get, there's a great movie. It's called Clue. It's based on the board game, but it's a movie. I tried getting a friend of mine into that. I really love that movie. They were like, this movie's whack as shit. And I was just hurt by that. I was like, yo, I've seen that movie a million times. But
no, and it's tomato. It's, I like chocolate versus vanilla, whatever, and we all have our different flavors. So, there's some things that we're absolutely in lockstep, some shows that we're in lockstep with. And it's just, what you like and what I like, it's just not a big deal. But so far I'm disappointed. I think the acting is B level on Banshee.
I wouldn't argue with that. Yeah, I wouldn't argue. But for me, that's not the point. For me, I'm really invested in what happens next.
As far as the
Well, so the premise is he wants his woman, he wants his life back. He wants something to show for the time he spent in prison.
Yes.
He's out and he's like, okay. And I can understand that. Because yeah, he took the fall for something
Yeah.
that everyone was on board with. Right. Okay, fine. Comes out, everything's different. But
Yeah.
that's how life is. If you've been out of it and you come back in, you can't expect time to be frozen. People
Yeah.
move on. And so a lot happened. Actually, it was more than 7 years. It had
It
to be.
was 15.
It was 15 years. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Because the kid is 13. Well, supposedly she's 13. But yeah, it's 15. It's so more around 15 years, something like
Okay,
that.
yeah. So a lot's happened, and so he's trying. And so for me, I put myself in his shoes. I'd be like, I kind of want some answers too, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. Am I going to move on and forget that stuff happened, or am I going to get some answers?
Yeah. The part that I'm having a hard time with is the B-level acting.
Sure.
And maybe it's just, very early in his career. Maybe this was early in Anthony Starr's career. I don't
It
know.
was at least 10 years ago.
I think it
Yeah.
was early. Yeah, that was probably his first.
Yeah. But the problem is I still see the Homelander stuff in it.
Yeah. All right. That's never going to
the-
go away.
Yeah. And so I think this Homelander deal or gig is great for him. It's everything to him. It is him, right?
Yep.
Whereas when I watch this Banshee shit, I'm just like, Jesus, yeah, no. But that's where when he acts in Banshee, I see Homelander. I still see it because there's nuances that he's, mannerisms that he's using. And so I'm like, okay, well, you're just a one-trick pony. You don't really have more substance to you. Can you really be, this anti-hero? Well, he is an anti-hero in Homelander or in The Boys. But in Banshee, yeah, right.
In The Boys, he's a villain.
Or a villain, I'm sorry. Whereas here in Banshee, he's more of an anti-hero.
He is an anti-hero, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I so far the acting is B-level. That's turning me off. I don't know if you remember the CGI at the beginning of the movie that they used when they're in the chase and he's running from the bus. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I got you. Okay.
So this goes back to your point. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Top Gun. It's just not what it was back in 1986.
Yeah, but they get such high praise. I was like, okay, I must be missing something, so I'll try and watch it. And I'm just like, nope, not feeling it. So I got you. The ship sailed for both of us. It's fine because it's old. Banshee came out, I don't know when, but it's definitely a little dated. But what's funny is I actually started rewatching it. I'm actually in season 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I still have that nostalgia. Because I watched it when you had to wait for a new episode.
Oh, okay.
And so, I have that in my brain. So I think that's a great point. Like we just have bias, right? So, there's that.
But like I said offline, and I think it's important for us to kind of close it with this is the sex scenes are great.
Yeah.
The sex scenes are just, so I will give you that.
Okay.
I really liked it. I would put it up there with Game of Thrones sex scenes. It was really good.
And there is one for every episode. Like it's almost like Cinemax had a requirement.
Yeah.
Like, to be on our platform, you need one. And that's true for every show. Like that was true for Warrior. There was another show with these two CIA dudes would go around the world doing spy stuff, and there was always a sex scene. So that's just Cinemax stuff.
Oh, and one last point, Jam, before we go.
The
show, the other thing that kind of, to me, it has to be believable. And I know science fiction isn't believable, and I know sometimes when we watch anime, it's not right. But do I really empathize or put myself in the shoes, the protagonist, the antagonist, someone in the story? Can I really feel this story? Right? Does it resonate with me? And when we're talking about an Amish, antagonist, in this case, what's his name? Proctor? Kai Proctor.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
is
go.
the bad
Kai
guy or
Proctor.
something.
Yeah.
I just can't. It just doesn't work for me, right? It doesn't, and then we're having like an Amish rave in the middle of some farm, and I'm just like, no, like that shit
Amish
doesn't
rave.
happen,
I don't
right?
remember that. There's
Yeah,
an
it's in
Amish
season.
rave.
It's
Well,
in
maybe she
episode.
was just an Amish girl at a rave.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Those parts just didn't connect with
Villain
me.
B was so I'll say this and I'll be quick. I'll say this right now. I
Mhm.
understand what you're saying about the villain. I think his apprentice was way more believable than him with the glasses who
Yeah.
rarely
Well,
spoke.
Who rarely
yeah.
spoke.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he made more of a dent in the show than the actual villain. Um, but yeah, it came out in 2013.
Yeah.
CGI wasn't great back then, or it wasn't super great.
Yeah.
And it was budgeted by it was on Cinemax, so
Yeah.
it didn't receive 200 million to make. They probably had a budget of 50,000 per show or something of that
Yeah.
nature
Yeah.
back then. So, but I
Yeah.
can understand what you're saying, and I can understand about the Homelander from you seeing him, the same mannerisms. He just may be an actor where he uses the same facial expressions for every role.
Yeah.
Maybe Homelander just hit with everything he had to offer.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right.
and there's this sarcasm to Homelander that fits with Anthony Starr. Like,
Yeah.
Homelander is to a point where you almost fucking despise the guy, right? And so that's when you're like, wow, this guy's really doing well. Like when Joffrey, was doing his thing in Game of Thrones, like I detested Joffrey.
That
Like,
guy quit. That guy quit acting, by the way.
Yeah.
The guy played Joffrey because everyone only saw him as that.
Mhm. So
Which
that's
is good
a
and bad.
double-edged sword, right? I did such
Yeah.
an amazing job. I can't get another job because of this job, right?
Yeah. I mean, could
So-
you imagine him playing like a positive, happy person? I couldn't. I don't know. There's something
Yeah.
about the way he looks. Like
Yeah.
he'll always be a villain to me. But anyway, that's too bad. And then okay, so real quick, I did try watching The Diplomat, and I just got a quick question for you, Jermaine. Is it supposed to be a comedy?
It's not a. Oh man, that's difficult to explain. I
Because
wouldn't
I
say it's a
found
comedy,
elements
but it
where
have hints of dark humor in it.
okay, yeah. So and that's what took me out of it. Because I was expecting something more along the lines of I don't know, just more serious. But like in the
But it's
first
rated a thriller.
okay, because she's concerned about her armpit smell and has her husband like sniff her armpit a couple times, and then he's like, I don't know, but then he goes down to her crotch and she's like, oh no, is it? And I'm just like, what?
What is going on?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I thought I was like kind of like Renell's point. I was programmed for one thing, but got something completely different, and it kind of threw me off. So, but that's just the first episode. I'm gonna keep going, but because you're not the only person. A lot of people have said it's good. So, I think yeah, we have a lot of preconceived bias that comes
Yeah.
into this, and so yeah, man, top list or complicated. I think is what we're saying.
I will say this though. Alien Earth. Whoo! I don't care what they're rating it. I just saw
Banger.
episode 1. Bang!
Okay, there we go.
Woo!
There we go.
We are in lockstep there.
We can
And
agree
I just
with
saw
that.
episode
Okay.
1.
Yes, it's a
So-
great
And
show.
I think they could have made it better. I don't think they focused enough on what the what did they call the kids that they made? What?
Oh,
It
the
was-
synth,
The
Synth-
symbiotes?
synthetics.
Yeah, the synthetics. I don't think they focus enough on their ability, but I think next show
Yeah.
that will be a prime focus, and we're really going to be like, ooh.
So what I got is, and if I remember correctly from the episode I just saw, there's 3 types. There's the synths, there's AI, and then there's a hybrid. Was that right?
You mean the guy with the white hair, the black guy, and then the synths?
No, those are. I thought everyone that was on that spaceship, the spaceship that crashed, those were all synths.
No,
No,
they
those were
weren't.
humans.
No, they
It was
were all
a-
human.
It was only one, the black guy.
The black guy
so
was
he
a
was a
cyborg.
synth. Okay.
No, he's
okay.
a cyborg.
He was a side, yeah, whatever he was, but everybody else was human.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only
that's why you
synth,
saw that blood.
yeah, the only synth is the dude with the white hair and the children. They're fully synth. Well,
I don't
take a
even know if
step
the dude
back.
with the white hair.
The dude with the white hair is the only full synth. Spoiler alert, there are
the
more
one that's kind
synths,
of like
but-
coaching the girl. He was
Yeah,
coaching her.
yeah,
and
he's
okay.
a synth, but that's made relevant episode 1. But
But
then
I don't think he was a kid first.
no,
He wasn't yeah.
he was made a synth from jump. Now
Okay.
and there's more to come on what the children are.
Okay.
Like they're set up to be one thing, but as the story progresses, you find out that there's something different.
Yeah.
Would you agree to that, Jermaine? Did you pick up on that, or am I?
Yeah, I know Renell's
Okay.
only on episode 1.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think in episode 2, you're gonna see from Wendy, she's just gonna do something like, wow, like I didn't know they could do this.
yeah.
The one thing, and this is
Do you remember that part, Jamal? On the
I know
mountain?
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
holy cow.
It involves her brother, right?
No. When she's on the mountain and they
Oh,
call
that
for her.
thing. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
Like, because when I saw that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, they don't
that's-
return to stuff like that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you mean.
So the one thing, and this is like getting way too into details, but I wasn't really crazy about, I don't know if you noticed, but Aliens 2, right? The sequel was based in 2035 or something like that, right?
Oh,
More
here
give or
we
take,
go.
right?
Yeah. Something like
I don't
that.
remember, something like that.
So
but
yeah,
then
Alien. So just what you're saying, Alien Earth takes place in between Alien and Aliens.
But
It's
that's
in the
the
middle.
problem, because the timeline, they said it was 2100.
Maybe they fucked up. Good
No,
catch.
no, no,
That could
no,
be a
no.
good
no.
catch if you did catch it.
But
Hold on,
hold
man.
on.
Now I
wait, hold
gotta.
on. No, but check it out. So let me finish my thought. So 2100, and then what I noticed was in Alien Earth, the search and rescue team, they were using pulse guns, and those same pulse guns were used in Aliens 2. And that to me is like a huge F up. Why? Because technology advances.
It advances, but does it advance to where they're no longer using the pulse gun? Maybe they just modified it to where the pulse is stronger. I don't
Okay,
know.
I got the timeline here for you. So it starts with
Okay.
Prometheus. Okay, that's 2093.
Mhm.
Alien Covenant, which is a great movie, by the way.
It is.
2104. Alien Earth 2120. Ah, my bad. I was wrong. Alien happens after Alien Earth. 2122. And then Alien Romulus. What the hell is Romulus?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Okay, Alien, that's 2142. And then Aliens happens in 2179. That's the one that came out in 86, where they all had the guns and
Sigourney Weaver.
Those are the pulse guns. Okay, so they're saying that what we're looking at right now are the first versions of those pulse guns.
yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, there's a lot of movies. Hold on, wait. That's 1, 2, 3,
Five?
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. That's shoot, I can't even count. 1, 2,
7
3.
movies and then a series.
Thank you, Tremaine. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Yeah. So they got it right.
Okay. I just didn't know the order.
It's funny we didn't bring up this timeline though before. So Sigourney Weaver's
I can pull it
Alien happens after Alien's Earth. That's interesting. That's what we're saying, right?
I'm going to pull up the timeline for you guys really quick. Hold on, because the picture is worth 1,000 words. Here we go. So can you see that? Can you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Prometheus, great movie. That's the start of it all. And then Alien Covenant, that makes sense. That's like the direct sequel to Prometheus. Then Alien Earth. So really, that starts off before Sigourney Weaver is even in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Romulus. I'm trying to remember Romulus. What the hell is that?
Romulus was the one with the Asian girl that was the pilot of that, and they're like they're trying to they're taking the
that came out
spaceship over
recently,
to
and it had the
some
black kid who
moon.
was a synth.
Yes.
Okay, that
yes.
was a good one. Okay.
Mhm, it was
Yeah.
good.
That happened. Oh, that's what happens in between Alien and Aliens. Okay, I confused.
Oh, and that was in 2024, Alien Romulus. I don't even know if I saw. Wait,
Oh, that's a great movie.
It's pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
you said the black kid was the cyborg or the
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a black
there's a
kid
black
in
kid.
it. He's a synthetic. He plays.
Yeah, I saw that one. They
He
were
was really
brother and
good.
sister. I
They
saw
were
that.
brother and sister. Exactly. Okay, that's Romulus. Then Aliens. Then Alien 3, which I didn't like, and then
Wait a minute. It's the fucking girl. I didn't even realize it's the girl off not This Is Us.
Who?
The show with oh god.
What are you
The show
talking about?
with Alien Romulus, Isabella Merced is the same girl who played in Superman as Hawk Girl. She also played on the show. I didn't even
Oh,
realize it.
I didn't realize that was her either, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my next question with this timeline, and now I'm going down a rabbit hole, but
Yeah, we already are, but it's cool.
no, because it's so interesting, right? Like, who is the director for Alien?
The first Alien movie?
Yeah, Alien.
That
Mhm.
is your
Is it
boy.
Steven Spielberg?
No. It's
It's not on the
Um,
thing that he put up.
I'm looking
I
it up
know
right now.
who it is. Ridley Scott. That's who it is.
Really? Okay. So my question, and I'm assuming he was the writer of the Alien story, right?
Usually the director is not the writer.
I think he adapted. It was. See, now I got to do research. I know he directed it. I don't know if he wrote it.
So my question is, because it just seems to fit, like, was that
Oh
initially?
yeah,
I would love to
screenplay,
ask him.
Ridley Scott and Dan O'Bannon screenplay.
Okay, so
he did write it.
they tag teamed it. So
Sure.
my question is, did they truly envision Alien to kind of morph into this?
Fuck no.
Oh
No.
no. Because
No?
here's the thing. Aliens, the sequel, that was by dude who did Titanic. What's his name?
No,
He did Terminator and Titanic.
I'll look it up for you.
I can't remember his name right now. James Cameron.
Cameron. Yep.
Yeah. James Cameron did Aliens, and he was able to just do whatever he wanted. I don't know what the relationship was, if there's a licensing agreement or whatever, but I love the creative freedom he had to go with Aliens, because it was like,
Yes.
yeah, it was a complete departure, right?
It's
And
awesome.
so I think that's kind of what each of the films and series have, is that because like Noah Wiley was the showrunner for Alien Earth, and he was basically given freedom to do whatever he wanted. And I'm so glad, because he focused on aspects that weren't really touched on.
Yeah.
Like, it was all about the sense and what
Yeah.
happens when an alien's on Earth. Because
Yeah.
up until now, it's always been in space. So it was just, something fresh. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where I was going with this, is if they did this with the vision that the tentacles would go this far, that's amazing. Right?
Well, yeah, but I liked it when, and I know it didn't do very well, but I liked it when the Predator series and Aliens merged.
Yeah. Mhm.
But the execution wasn't as good as I think the idea.
But it can still be salvaged, right?
think
You guys saw the trailers for the new Predator Badlands?
I can't wait. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I think
keep
he's
speaking on
a
it.
young Predator also, like trying
Yeah.
to prove himself.
I think we talked about this before. It seems like it's being humanized, or the Predator's being humanized now, more kind of becoming that person or the actor that we're cheering for, as opposed to the antagonist.
I could see that.
I can see that, and it's a fresh take.
Yeah.
So it comes out next weekend. So
He seems very agile, though. This new Predator on Badlands.
it's not believable.
I don't know.
It's not believable. You're boycotting.
Well,
Wait, why is he actually? Why can he move so
it's
gracefully?
really
yeah,
fucking
that makes no
agile,
sense.
like a
Predators don't
ninja.
move like that.
Predators don't-
He's supposed to be a brute.
Yeah, come on now. Where's the rest of his hair?
fucking got
crazy.
telekinesis and shit. What the fuck?
Renell, you are so hard to please sometimes.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I just, I have my quirks.
And I guess
All right.
there's a robot in that one with the girl that's cut in half. And the first thing I said, I was like, oh man, it probably would have been better if she was a whole person.
Here we go. Why is that, Jermaine?
Well, I can understand why they did it. Like, she can't offer any help from a physical standpoint. She can only
What
be.
kind of help from a physical standpoint are you referring to, Jermaine?
Oh, she's a robot. Maybe she can kill a snake. I don't know.
Ah,
Like, do something. But it's just more like he has a my buddy with him. You know what I'm saying? You remember the old
my buddy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a my buddy with him that he's just carrying on his back that talks to him sometimes. Like,
Oh yeah,
but
like
she's a decent actor also.
yeah. Well, anyway, Dan Trachtenberg, he's the director of this one. He did Prey, which was the Alien, not Alien. It
I
was
like that
Predator.
one.
Yeah, from on Hulu. He did that. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a great movie. I think a lot of people are going to be shocked by it.
Did you see Prey right now?
Yeah, that was good.
It's very good. It's very
loved it.
creative. Talk
I
about a
found-
David versus Goliath. You're like a Native American versus a predator. You're like,
But she was believable.
I already know how this is going to work.
And she was kind of hot. So yeah. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
But you know, they had that animated film that kind of told the story. What was it called? It was called I sent it to you guys. The Killer or something. It was
Not Killer of Monsters, Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers. Yeah. That was
yeah, that
really
was
good.
good. That was really
Now,
good.
I ain't gonna lie. That was a good anime
Well,
series.
Yes.
the best one was the Japanese one.
They were
were
all
beast.
good, but yeah, they were.
The samurai portion was like, whoa.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Because his brother became a ninja. That
Yeah.
was some.
That was
That was some.
fire.
Yeah, dope shit. I like that.
I can't wait till the second season comes out. Hopefully they build on that. I think they will.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like, what can you do to build on it? Like,
I think-
are they gonna take on a different American? Well, maybe they may go to Britain, like, and then to China.
Because you know what it was meant. It was meant to be a bridge film in between Prey and the new Alien coming out. That was the purpose of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there'll be more. Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, so since we're kind of going down this review of last week, I have a series that I cannot believe I left off my list.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Fucking Vikings.
Vikings was a good show.
Oh,
I never saw it.
You never
bro,
saw Vikings?
Damn, you got to watch
No.
that. It's
It's
pretty good. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, where once it gets to like 6 or 7, it starts to fall apart a little bit in my eyes.
Oh,
But seasons 1 through 5, 1 through 4,
solid.
just really
Especially
good.
when they
Yeah.
had oh, your camera's messed up today.
Yeah, something's going on.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
Like, even you're
Yeah.
delayed. We can hear you speaking, but then you start moving your mouth late.
Did
But
you pay your bill?
what was the main star's name?
I don't know, but he's in he's in the Dune series.
Yes.
And he's in freaking Wolves. What's it called?
I'm going to bring it up for you. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's a good
In,
actor. He's
Viking.
in Raised by
Yeah.
Wolves, which had a lot of promise, but season 2 fell apart. Another Ridley Scott production. Raised by Wolves was really good. Yeah.
I've heard of. Wait, I gotta look that one up.
Ragnar
I think it's
Lothbrok, right? But his
Yeah.
name is
the
he
King.
was
Oh, he was the
yeah.
king? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Raised by Man, that show had potential to be really good. And then they just wet the bed.
Travis
season 2.
Fimmel.
Yeah. But Dune Prophecy, I think that's what it's called. The series. Oh, that shit's really good.
Oh, Raised by Wolves was good. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Season
Didn't they
1
stop
was
after
good.
season 2 or something?
Well, season 2 was horrible.
No, just saying. Didn't they stop?
Yeah, it
after?
got canceled. It didn't get renewed because the ratings for season 2 were bad.
Yeah, she was a beast when she went into
Oh man, that killer
Spider-Man mode. Yeah, whatever
Yo,
Terminator mode. I was like, oh, Jesus.
yo, I love that. So there was a lot. See, there was a lot there. There was a lot of meat on the bone that they just didn't know what to do with it.
So much. Just
So I wouldn't
that
recommend.
needed to be revisited.
Well, don't watch Raised by Wolves for now. Like it's because you're gonna love
Yeah.
season 1, and then there's nothing left. And I don't. Yeah, I don't want to put you
Yeah.
through that.
Gotcha. Yeah. But Vikings, highly recommend that one, James.
Okay, all right. I'll put that on my list.
Yeah, I would suggest Vikings, especially
Okay.
the first few seasons.
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
All right, I'll check that out.
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
A lot of
Pretty good
fucking in
sex
that
scenes,
show,
too.
also, by the way. In Vikings.
You know what's funny? I don't really care for sex scenes. I can do without it.
I was helping Raynell out, like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
I can see why you like Vikings.
No. Stop it.
But, oh,
You're not
girl,
helping
what was-
me out.
What was the queen? Lazarus? Not Lazarus. The handmaid. Lagatha. She was a beast.
Oh,
Mhm.
I
She's
thought
been
you
in a
were
lot
gonna,
of movies
I
also.
thought you were gonna say The Handmaid's Tale. So I was
No.
like, oof.
Well, people say that's a great show also. I just never seen it.
You know, this is gonna
I've
sound
actually
horrible, but
seen the first 2 seasons, and it was pretty interesting.
was it?
But it lost me after season 2. Yeah. I kind of stopped watching it. Just
Yeah.
something turned me off. I don't know. The story got a little too weird.
I don't think I'm the target demographic for that show. You know what I mean? Like, I
But
feel like
why is-
shows are meant for certain.
Why is that?
Well, okay, so there are shows that
Mm.
are like oh, what's it called? Luke Cage. I think Luke Cage
Mm.
as a Marvel film, it was trying to gravitate and get a black audience. Just because of the way Luke Cage was framed. They didn't have to do it that way. Like he
I
was
think they
very
went too hard trying to do it.
I think they did go too hard. I appreciated it. I could relate to it in a lot of ways. It was very authentic and real, but I think it would have turned a lot of main people away. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a balance. You gotta, so. Oh, and
So
then
people may
Watchmen.
take this the wrong way, and I know we haven't did a ratings thing. What's the girl who Margot Robbie, right? I don't think she's as good looking as
Oh,
Catherine Winnick, the lady from Vikings. But everybody likes Margot Robbie for some reason.
do they look the same?
No, I don't think they look the same. I just think this young lady looks better physically than Margot Robbie. She's just more
Yeah.
attractive, more ladylike. She just carries herself a tad bit different. Oh, she played in Big Sky also.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Catherine with a K, Katheryn, Winnick, Winnick.
Oh, wow. She came right up. Let's see.
I'll be right
I'm
back,
using
guys.
a new.
What'd you
Oh,
say?
yeah. I'm
I
using
just
a new
think she's
browser.
more attractive physically than Margot Robbie.
I gotcha. I'm using a new web browser. It's what's it called? It's called Atlas.
Oh,
It's got
is it more secure or something?
no, it's got ChatGPT built into it.
Hmm.
And so far it's not bad. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, they're similar. There we go. How's that look? There we go.
She seems more polished, and I think she's older. This
Yeah.
girl, she's what? Oh, she's 47.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought she was 47.
Whew.
Now, take it. These may be some older pictures, but yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So then you do Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie
Yeah.
has to be every bit of 45, 43.
I mean, whatever. Sure. Listen, I'm not. I mean, I can see objectively how they're considered attractive, but for me, they're all right.
Yeah. Well, I never thought Margot Robbie was attractive.
Yeah, and beauty's subjective, but sure. A movie I could not get into, Barbie. People tried to
I've
get me
never
into that
seen it.
movie. Don't.
Didn't even want to try.
Listen, man. I just felt like how you feel like you're getting preached at.
Yeah.
Like that's how I
Toxic
felt.
masculinity type
Yeah,
thing.
I feel like I'm being like lectured the whole time. It's like I thought this was entertainment, but clearly there's an agenda. I feel like, and
Now, did you see the whole movie?
I watched it start to finish just so I could be fair.
And was Ken basically a dumbed down version of a man?
Yep.
Yeah.
All the
I
Kens
didn't
were.
want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, there are more than one Ken.
Yeah. They got different versions of Barbies and Kens, all races and sizes. Because that's what you have to do now. Got to represent everybody. And they go into the real world, and that the gender dynamics just don't work, and Barbie gets a leg up, and whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to try.
Don't.
I know I got a lot of blowback, and I heard some channels speaking on it about the wokenism of the movie and what they're trying to make it be.
Yeah.
As far as, yes, the gender equality, the no fat shaming, or things of that nature. And I was just like, yeah, that's just not things I like to watch. I just want a movie to be a movie, man. That's it.
You know what else? Oppenheimer, I guess, was the other. I didn't really like Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen it. I think my son liked it though. I think my son tried to put me on it.
It was long.
Right.
And okay, Renell's back. Add the stage.
All right.
What's up, man?
Sorry, buddy.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, we were talking about the Barbie movie real quick, about how it was trying to be woke, and I never seen it. Jamal saw it. Jamal didn't like it. I knew I wasn't gonna like it, and I knew I wasn't gonna just take 2 hours out of my day to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say, right?
You loved it.
Yeah.
Are we right?
We all know.
I didn't love it, but I did like it,
Oh, okay. There you go.
I took my son to go watch it. So
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
hey,
Well,
we're
I love this that we're not all the same. I think that'd
Mhm.
be a very boring show.
Yeah, see, Jamal took the time to watch it, didn't like it. Raynell took his son, bonded watching it. I said, "Fuck no, I'm not watching this." Everybody went through their own stage.
Yeah. I just no.
I just wanted to show him that, hey, man, pink is beautiful too, right? And pink looks good on dudes. I like pink.
Did it
I got
though?
one pink shirt. I do.
Did
No,
it
I got
look
two. I
good?
think you sent me a pink shirt, didn't Jamal? One of the shirts. No, that might have been yellow.
I
No,
think
no, you sent me a pink shirt.
they call it salmon.
Damn. Okay.
Listen to this bougie ass man.
It's called
Salmon. Okay.
salmon.
I call it pink. You know.
Salmon.
I'm a
All
seasoned
right, cool.
man.
Yeah. So are we gonna jump into this DoorDash? Man, we're half an hour in. That was
Yeah,
good.
I
That was
know,
good.
right?
I
Yeah,
like
let's
that.
give 10 minutes to this DoorDash whore. Well, I don't know if she's a whore. I'm sorry. Forgive
Well,
me.
Too
I'll
late.
say this, before she starts talking, I would say, she seems like a normal person, who's just out there trying to make a living like anyone else. But then she starts talking, and then you get a
Yeah.
real quick understanding of where she places herself in the social hierarchy. And it's like, here we go.
A tad bit higher than she should be.
Yes.
So why don't we, or I don't know who wants to take the lead on this, but
Well, Jamal's going. Well,
Oh,
can we
Jamal
give a
already got
little
everything.
context before we jump
I
into
can,
it?
I can. You want
Yeah,
me to
please.
explain it or share the video?
Let's share the video and let the
Can-
people decide for themselves.
I thought it was taken off because I couldn't.
No,
find
it's
it.
not the actual video. Well, we have other videos to.
Oh, okay.
I would
Okay.
think that's what Jamal has, just deductive reasoning.
Well, to be fair, I appreciate that, Jermaine. I do not have it ready, but I can waste time until.
Yeah, but to give a brief synopsis of what we're about to find, young lady, DoorDash driver, gets a call. Someone orders food. The instructions are to leave the food at the door. So they actually give instructions on DoorDash for anybody who may actually see this channel outside of the US. You can leave it at the door. You can knock on the door, have them open it, give it to them face to face. She walks up to the home or in or apartment. The door is open. I don't know if it's cracked or if it's wide open because those videos have been taken down. There is a man laying on a couch who is naked from the waist down, looking like he's asleep. She sees that from outside of the home and or apartment, takes out her camera, video records it, leaves, and then she posts his name on her TikTok. From there, she gets like millions of views. It goes viral. TikTok releases her from her work duties, meaning they fire her. She doesn't know why. She say they're supposed to send an email stating why. To my understanding, terms and conditions, she actually put out a client's name online, and you can't do that.
All right, I'm going to play. This is from Abba and Preach's latest episode on the topic. I'm just going to play the first little bit, and we'll go from there.
So the text reads, a man named Austin orders DoorDash, selects the option to have it left at his door as a female, after he's seen the female name according to her. So when she gets there, essentially the guy's kind of got his crotch out. She leaves that in the caption.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my... Hey guys, I just lost my job and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim.
She went from 1,000 to
5,000.
yeah. Okay, so
Do you have the? I think they read the DoorDash reply too somewhere on there.
oh, you want me? I can keep it going. Okay, so let me go back and
I'm just going to be into copyright.
No, well, we're
You don't like the
commenting on
jump
the
cut?
actual
That was
video.
crazy.
You don't like the jump cut?
Yeah.
So what happened was,
yeah.
Here's the thing. So when this happened, a lot of people had opinions about it, but DoorDash did respond. We've seen tough, sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should have the experience of assault, harassment, or any kind of abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. Period. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe. That's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support their efforts.
Yeah. So, what happened to Jermaine?
No,
He got a call.
Okay. So, Renell, what are your thoughts on this so far?
So I watched the video. I saw Miss Rage go into one of her tantrums, and obviously, you know, I understand why she went there, but it was too much. Bottom line, after kind of analyzing the entire situation, I feel both parties are at fault. And I do feel like the dude was trying to be a little bit weird. And I also think that she effed up by opening that door up a little bit. You know, even if it was cracked open, she has no business sliding that door open more than it already was, right? So both parties at fault, in my view. And that's essentially all I really had. I don't really think I do feel like she shouldn't have been kind of banned from DoorDash. I do get that you know, it's a privacy issue, and you know, his name shouldn't have been broadcasted out for the masses the way it was. But at the end of the day, you know, I think you kind of took her off the platform for a while. I think she can come back and, you know, work an honest and make an honest living. There's nothing wrong with that. You just give her, I guess, one demerit for being a bad girl, and let it ride. But at the end of the day, both parties were at fault, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Jermaine, yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
go. She made an assumption. She stated after he saw my name, he decided to do this. She can't know that for sure. She can't know that he saw a woman's name and said, you know what, I'm going to lay here naked. It could be a mistake. I'm still with Raynell also. He may have did it on purpose. He may not have, but there's no way that we can actually get into his head and tell the reasoning behind why he was on the couch. He could have been drinking after work. Could be anything. Maybe he had a dog and he let his dog out, and his dog is somewhere in the yard coming back. It could be something as simple as that. You never really know. I believe this happened in upstate New York. Am I incorrect?
Well, no.
I'm not sure where.
Okay.
Yeah. Shouldn't matter where it happened, but I
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. You just want context.
Yeah. Because there's different state laws when it comes to like indecent exposure, and things of that nature.
Mhm.
The sexual assault, to my understanding, the actual definition of sexual assault is it has to be in a physical way, shape, or form, something to that extent. And forgive me if I'm incorrect, but what I have here, what is the definition of sexual assault? When someone either touches another person in a sexual manner without consent, or makes another person touch them in a sexual manner without.
Yeah. So she
consent.
may have used the incorrect term. I think what she was looking for was sexual harassment.
Harassment.
That's, and unfortunately, you know, she's probably Generation Alpha or a millennial, and just uses the overarching term, which is sexual essay.
Now let's
Yeah.
look at sexual harassment. Sexual harassment. Any unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature, such as unwanted sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal, nonverbal, or physical behavior. So, could this be deemed as sexual harassment? Yes, but the intent would have to be proven first that he was doing it in a sexual manner. And I don't think anyone can prove the intent. That's the problem.
No one can prove it, but if you, I don't know.
He can still be found guilty.
Yeah, I can't think of the last time that I laid on my couch and asked the DoorDash guy to leave something on my couch and left myself exposed for the DoorDash person to kind of,
Well, we don't know that he
number.
intended to be seen that way. We don't know that.
Yeah, 100%. But who leaves their? It's to me, it's fishy.
Bro,
right?
look, you can't put what you do on other people.
Exactly.
Like you can't do that, because there's some places in America where people don't lock their doors, and
Right.
other people will be like, I've never been to a place where someone doesn't lock their doors.
Right.
So you can't do that. But I understand what you're saying right now.
He
Do
left
I
the
think
door
he
open.
may have done it? I think it's a possibility, but I also think it's a possibility that he could have been tired from work. He could have been drunk. And I'm not saying one has more weight than the other. If anything, it's more of a douchebag possibility that I'm seeing than he made a mistake. But I still can't prove that. Oh, Raynell's leaving again? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. But here's my take on it. So I think what he was doing was irrelevant because it was inside of his home. Right? So you can replace that cracked open door with a window, and she's able to peer through the window, or if it was a door that was open with a screen door, let's say, and she could look through the screen door. Like in all those scenarios, the outcome is the same. He's in his home, and just because you're able to peer into his home doesn't mean you get to say, "Oh, I've been assaulted. I can't help what I saw," And I think what really makes her the bad guy in the situation is what she chose to do next.
Yeah.
Like she didn't have to record.
No, she didn't, and she definitely. The killer is the fact that she put his name out there like that.
Yes.
Put his name out there.
Yeah.
So she could have taken a picture or recorded it.
Yeah.
And just sent that to law enforcement or
Yep.
to DoorDash.
Yeah,
She could have just
100%.
done that.
Yep.
But this is my point for where I was like what I was saying in the beginning, where I think she feels she's higher in the social hierarchy, where she felt she had a right to post this on social media and did not think what she was doing was wrong. I don't yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it's wrong to post. I mean, first off, he's asleep in his home. And so you're violating his privacy by posting that online.
That could be revenge porn.
Yeah, take it a step further. You give away his name, and he has not spoken to you. He did not give you eye contact. The only thing he did was place an order and say, "Leave it at my front door." That's all he did. You decide to look through the door. You decide to record it. You decided to post it on social media with his personal information. Like all the aggression from my standpoint is coming from her side.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you saw. It doesn't matter how it made you feel. What matters are the actions you took after the fact. And all of those actions were incorrect. Every single one. And you do not have the right to do that just because you feel some type of way. And that's wrong. And I think she has this delusional sense of entitlement that made her feel like she was allowed to do that. She is not.
I agree with Jamal, and I do think nowadays with social media, people feel that they can just put anything out there and they're above the law.
Right.
And the way she went about it may not have been the correct way. Maybe she should have filed a complaint to TikTok, to the police, if she actually felt sexually assaulted.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get the police involved.
Let the police handle it.
Let's do this the correct way.
Right.
Let DoorDash know. Let's do this the correct way.
Yep.
But definitely do not put
Don't make it public.
a video
Right.
online of a naked person. Because if a man did that, even if the man was in the wrong, I do feel if a man did that, this conversation would be going differently.
Right. Let's say it was a woman sleeping half naked on a couch and he
Yeah.
did that and felt assaulted. Like, how ridiculous would. No, but yeah, there's a double standard for you.
But, she also brought up that she's not going to be getting. Oh, Scatterboo got hurt for New York. Wow, taken out on the cart, bracing the leg. He's really hurt. But
Well, he's a maniac.
yeah, he just got hurt. But yeah. And then she was talking about the money she's not going to receive because TikTok took the videos down. See, what we did not see is a lot of people say the original video that she uploaded, the door wasn't as wide open as it is in the edited video. It was actually slightly cracked. Now, who knows if that's true, because other people said they've looked for this video online and they can't find it, but obviously you can't find it if TikTok took it down. So to my understanding, from what other people say, this is he say, she say, the door wasn't as wide open as she made it seem. Her film was edited. When she initially got to the door, it was simply cracked and you could not see the entirety of his body. She had to actually push it open and peer around to view him on the couch.
So 2 strikes there, right? She cracked it open. No need. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to videotape it. And then the second strike is putting his name out there, right? The whole video and thing, whatever, if it's there and you need proof to show that you've been violated in some way, shape, or form, then so be it. But on his part, I still think we need to recognize that, yeah, man, come on. Like he was part of this equation as well. And just
but we can't prove that.
So
but you can't prove that the door wasn't open a little bit more. I don't know. We can.
Well, see, we're going off the facts of what happened. We know she had a phone. We know she videoed. We know he was naked. We know the door was open. We have the evidence that the instructions said leave the food.
The other door. Part to this is that I'm curious about is, are there proceeding or preceding windows that maybe she, if you're walking up to, depending on the house, you're walking up to a door and maybe she saw him before she got to the door?
No, because it seems like the stairs come up and then the door's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. I'm pretty sure there's windows on the other sides of the doors, but most people aren't going to come up and peer through windows first. They're going to see a cracked door and they'll probably be focused like, if it's cracked, why is it cracked? If it's open, why is it open? And that's my thing.
Like, what DoorDash person breaks out their phone and videotapes? Now, she probably had her phone out because she was taking a proof of, delivery, taking that picture, and then switched it over. Yeah, and then switched it over to video. I don't know, man. If the door was cracked open, I just don't see her. I don't know.
You know what a sane person would have done in that situation, Renell? They would have closed the door. And
I wouldn't even touch the door.
I don't think so.
The food, and
I think the same person would have just dropped the food and got out of there. Said somebody might be breaking in this bitch. Anything could be going on in there. I'm just going to drop this shit, take a picture, and I'm gone.
I would have closed the door. I would have left the package, said thank you for your service, closed the door.
And my fingerprints would not have been on that door.
Fine, I would have used my jacket. My point is, like she didn't have to do that. She felt she is mostly in the wrong. I would say 95%. The only thing I'll say for this guy is he needs to do a better job of
pleasuring himself,
hiding his business. Yeah, he's a little too loose with it, But that's not criminal.
No, it's not. I'm not. I don't want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is some fault on his end. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but his fault isn't criminal. What she did was criminal. Like, you don't post people's privacy and then give their name
and naked pictures.
Yeah, and say you're doing this because you felt assaulted. Like, if you did truly felt that way, you should have sent that to the police.
Yeah, if anything, he could definitely sue her on a civil.
He could sue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
His fault was not having more wherewithal if he was beating his meat to at least wait until the DoorDash person got there.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. Sorry. He wasn't as clear cut with his privacy as he should have. But that is a much smaller offense than the one she made.
Yeah.
I
hear you.
So, but yeah, I admit, he could have been yeah, like when you're
But-
done
but-
doing whatever you're doing.
So
please-
tell me
Yeah,
if you believe, if you can buy this.
Sure.
My instinct, and I don't know, but my instinct is he did see that it was a female. He recognized that she was coming, right? And he rolled the dice and said, maybe this girl's hot, right? He laid back on that couch with some weird fantasy, risque idea in his head that maybe this would be kind of like a porn scene. And she would show up and be like, oh, hey, how are you? Do you need a dessert?
No, I'm gonna hit you with something. Occam's razor.
Mhm.
The
The simplest example or the simplest definition? Or,
yeah, the simplest
the simplest.
shoot, what is Occam's razor? I'm quoting it, but I can't.
No, you got it. It's the simplest.
I'm just looking for
reason.
what makes the most sense, and it's the
Yes.
simplest explanation, right?
That's
so
true. Mhm.
I think dude he just fell asleep and he was beating his meat, and it could take a lot out you, depending on the intensity, and lost track of time.
Forgot
I
he
think-
had food on the way. and
Forgot he
left
had.
the door
Yeah, I
open,
mean he's asleep.
and
know,
left the
and-
door open.
Maybe he had a 12-hour shift. Who knows? But I don't think there was.
So you don't think there are some sexual perverse ideas there about?
That is such a that is so far-fetched. This for a woman to see a door cracked open, peer inside, see your junk, and to be like, "Oh, let me ride him real quick." Like
But that's a porn flick, right?
Yeah, but
there.
a regular person isn't gonna think that a chick's gonna show up at his door and it's
Bro,
gonna
he's
happen
not.
that way.
I'm thinking he may not be regular. Maybe he's.
So is
he's
she
truly-
irregular for taking a video and putting it out there?
I think she
think
is
so.
a little
She is.
over. She is a little much.
we saw her in the video. She looks a
and that-
little.
And that
Right now, I'm
range-
not saying you can't be right. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I'm just saying we can never know. That's all I'm saying.
Well, no, we can know once he wakes up. He can answer all these questions.
Well, yeah, but even if he did it how Renell's saying it, he's gonna deny. Like, no, I fell asleep. He's definitely not gonna say I was beating my meat. He's gonna be like,
Exactly.
Well,
no,
That's
I
what I'm
had
saying.
hot flashes.
Well,
I
here's the thing.
feel like he has an excuse there and almost like a cover to act coy and say, I just fell asleep on my bed.
Well, here's
on my couch.
here's the thing. Here's what you do when you're law enforcement. You peer into a guy's
Past.
criminal history,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and because they are repeat offenders, and if he's someone who has a history of doing this type of thing, okay,
That'll make more sense. I was going
That'll
to
make
say
more
that
sense.
also, Jamal.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about his history. So if it
No,
comes
nothing.
out that maybe he has some type of sexual deviancy charges
Right.
in the past,
Right.
then everybody who's not on her side is going to be like, this chick
Boom.
was right. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And I'll
Exactly.
say the same thing, bro. The only thing I'm saying right now is we can't prove it. Like,
Right.
we can't say he's guilty
right,
before we can prove it. But what we can say is the actions that she actually took, something that's tangible, we know she posted a
Yep.
naked man online, is not right and it's illegal. We can do that.
exactly. So the best thing for this man to do is to shut up and not
Lawyer
say
up.
anything, and just let her continue to spiral down this path she's on.
Well,
If
he needs to get a lawyer.
Who does?
Actually, I just
The
had
guy.
an epiphany. I just
What's
had
he-
an epiphany.
What-
If she decides to press charges or something of that nature. Because look, the way she's going to look, if she just lost her job, Jamal, she had like, I think 179,000 subscribers on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken.
but okay, but her beef should be with DoorDash and TikTok, not him.
Mhm.
Well, if she could still charge sexual SA if she wants to go about that through the law. Not saying she will, because I don't deem it as SA.
Well,
Are-
not only that, but she even said of her own admission, the cops aren't doing anything. Yeah, I know, because
There
You're
is
the
no
one-
essay. It's
No, I think she was talking
SH.
about her job.
Oh, okay.
oh, was
But
she?
I could be wrong, because how can they do something about your job?
I think she did finally get around to reporting it to the police, but they're not doing anything because they're like, what are you talking about? Like,
That's not SA.
where's the SA? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because like you said, I don't think she knows what SA really means. But
No, she
anyway.
doesn't.
So anyway, what was your epiphany, Renell?
We find out who this guy is. We contact him and we bring him on the show. Get his side of the story. I want to hear your voice.
That would be cool. I ain't gonna lie
Well,
to you.
his name is Austin, and he
Don't say his full name because I want to reach out to him. All right,
It's already out.
Austin.
it's already
Oh,
out.
shit.
Hang on. Wait. I want to pull him up. What is it?
I don't know his last name. I just saw in the video it was Austin.
Austin
And-
Bereaves or something?
I
Bearable?
don't know, but
there's a slim chance that's ever gonna happen. But yeah,
he's a hardworking young man who just he was
working
hungry
hard.
and horny. Yeah, that's all we know.
try to work some of that stress off.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think he's guilty of just just
Bad
not,
timing.
Yeah, just not being responsible of his personal situation. I
Yeah.
think that's really all he did wrong. But then she sees this and takes it to a much bigger deal than it should have been.
Mhm.
Like, okay, fine. She didn't have to close the door. Just leave it and walk away. Like,
yeah, she
I don't
just.
see.
You
Go
see,
ahead.
I wish she would have handled herself a little bit better in that first video, the rage video.
Well, she
Had she
was
handled
honest.
herself, yeah,
That's
exactly.
who she is, Renell.
She kind of pulled the veil back and
That's who
really
she is.
showed who she was. Yeah,
And that is who would think they have a right to film someone in their house and
Mhm.
claim sexual assault.
Mhm.
So I hope this situation teaches her that her way of thinking is incorrect.
Mhm.
I'm looking at this one channel here which says Ryan Beard Productions, and it says everyone is wrong about the DoorDash girl controversy. She opened the door. Now,
Opened it.
who knows if he's right? Yeah, you want me to send it to you or no?
Yeah,
No,
send
wait.
it. Send it to the channel, the chat.
I mean, if she opened the door that was closed, she's completely wrong.
100.
Yes, yeah. Now,
That's-
would you change it up there right now? If
Yes,
we
100%. Yes.
That's
now,
B&E.
even if it was, let's say it was slightly cracked, but you could not see into the apartment in our home.
'cause to
would
me,
you
it's
st-
still closed. Where I take issue is if it's ajar just enough to where you can see him on the couch. If that's the case, then I wait, no. Where was I going with that? So if it's shut and she cannot see him on the couch, she's wrong. Where I take issue and where I put some blame on him is if it's open just enough to where you can see him on the couch pleasuring himself.
No. Now, what if it's open just enough to where you can only see his face on the couch?
That wasn't the
Nothing
case.
underneath. Because
Okay.
remember, it depends on.
The viewpoint that we had, like you could see his junk. So
Yeah, but which way did the door open? Could you tell which way the door opened?
I'm assuming that was, I don't know. To me, what I saw in the video, it looked like the door opened from left to right.
From
So
left to right. Okay.
yeah,
Meaning you would actually see his feet first coming up to it.
exactly. Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I understand what you're saying right now. Look, what you're saying makes sense, unfortunately, because it's like, no, I'm being serious.
Why,
Because
unfortunately?
if it's cracked and you can see his dick, and then like, bro,
Yeah.
this angle, you could probably see your dick.
Exactly.
But if it's cracked and you can see his head, like, okay, she done fucking open the door to see the rest. Like, that's home invasion. It could be. Well, do
Yes.
you physically have to be there for home invasion?
If
No,
if
you
the
can't
door
open
was-
someone's door,
Yeah, no, you cannot. So, but if
Yeah,
the door was
even in their car.
was just not on, where the deadbolt actually engages the actual door jamb, then she pushes it open. Absolutely. To me, that's invasion, right? That you've physically moved the door to actually gain access, visually or physically. So that's a different story, 100%. But if he left that motherfucker open just enough so his cock and balls can be on display, come on, man.
But I think what you're touching on, Renell, is the double standard that men have to deal with all the time. Because if you switch genders, it's a totally different conversation.
Even if she left the door open, is what Jamal is saying.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I know it's not right.
And the bat and yeah. I was gonna
Right?
say
Yeah, if it's a
something.
male and he takes a photo of it, he's a pervert.
Doesn't matter if she was
Oh, yeah.
masturbating. Doesn't matter
Right.
if she was naked.
Right?
She
right.
could have had a
And
bra
the
on,
police, yeah,
Yeah.
a robe.
police would
Yeah,
have been
but
on
no
his
one, no
ass.
one's calling
Mhm.
this girl a pervert.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I know.
Camera issues, but yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's messed up. It's a double standard. So, she's wrong. She had a Karen moment. She had a Karen moment venting, showing her true colors. She's wrong. Even, he's allowed to be an idiot and not forget to close his door after jerking it. He's allowed to do that in his house. And just because you saw it, you can't say, "Oh, I've been sexually assaulted." No, you weren't.
I truly believe that was just she just misspoke. Which she was trying to say was sexual
Nah,
harassment.
bro, you ain't misspeaking in 5 different videos, bro.
Did she continue to say SA?
Yeah, she never said, you know what? Maybe I misspoke. Like that never happened. Remember, she had multiple videos right now.
Yeah.
Remember, she's the victim.
It's not even harassment, really, because he wasn't
Well,
even conscious.
no, it is. Well, by definition, if you expose yourself to someone, it is. But he was in his own home.
If he intentionally
exposed,
we're
was
assuming
sleeping.
that he's doing it. Yeah.
No, we're not assuming. You're
I said-
assuming.
I'm assuming. Yes. Calm
We
down,
can't
I'm
make
late.
assumptions. In a
Calm
court
down.
of law, they don't make assumptions.
Yeah,
okay.
he was. It looked. I mean, if he was awake, he wasn't like in conscious interaction with this woman.
Well,
at
you know
all.
what? Right now, you have a point. He may have been awake because his hand was like this over his face. And he
Bro,
might have
that
heard the
dude-
stairs and be like, "Oh, and pull him down real quick."
If
Act
you
like
want
he's
me to
asleep.
give you my
That's possible.
real opinion, that motherfucker was acting coy. He was laying there showing his junk because he knew that Sarah Gonzalez was on her way for DoorDash. So
That's
whatever.
the only thing. Like, if he knew, like, if she was a regular DoorDasher and he knew she was coming, it could have been a setup. But that's a lot of what ifs, and we don't
Yeah.
have any of that information to make that conclusion.
Yeah, allegedly.
this is a
and
marble.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm totally.
And we're
assuming
only
that she
doing
did
that. And listen, this is very gender biased. It very much is.
But
You
you
know-
do bring up a good point. Had it been vice versa,
Yeah.
it's a completely different story.
And
Like,
and
like-
should it be?
but
he would probably
but this
he
goes
probably
back
would have got
to
arrested.
Our
Yeah.
point, fellas, but this goes back to our point always, right? Like, dudes are dudes and females are females. It's just life. It's not fair. It just is
Renell,
life,
You would be a misogynist for saying that.
bro. It's just life. It's
Don't
just
be a
life.
misogynist,
It's-
Renell.
I'm not being a misogynist. You know, I'm far
I'm
from
being
that.
funny.
But
Yeah.
but it's the way it is, and we have all conditioned ourselves to understand that. Hey, you know what? If things are vice versa, we need to be extra careful.
What did Behave say?
Behave saying the best way to know this answer is to know the size of his penis.
I don't know why that matters, but sure.
If it's small, accident. If it's large,
On purpose. I mean, there could be some truth to that.
That's
Well,
awesome. Behave.
Yeah,
that was
that's
awesome.
That's reasonable. Well, anyway, so yeah, I mean, yeah, if a guy did it, he's getting arrested on charges of something.
Indecent
Yeah.
exposure. Definitely.
All that.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The
Like
guy would be
breaking
taking
and
a picture.
entering.
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah, it would just be,
Yeah.
and don't let it be a white woman and a black guy. You see,
Oh shit!
now
It
I'm
would've
adding
been-
layers to it.
Yeah.
It'd
Could you
like
imagine if it was a black man and a white woman?
No,
Oh,
I'm
bro.
glad it wasn't.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, they take to the streets.
Jesus.
That's what I'm
And then,
saying.
the bad thing. So I'm gonna go off the black man, white woman thing. The
Mhm.
black man definitely would have been arrested by now if
Oh,
he took
yeah.
the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what the problem for me is, because I think this is the way it would have went. Black people would have protested in favor of the black man, saying, "Why did he get arrested?" And I'd have been like, "He deserved to be arrested, bro. He just took a video
They would have
of a
protested.
naked woman."
I
I
can
think they
answer
would.
that
I
for you.
think the urban community would have had a tad bit of uproar about the black man being arrested because he took a video when he was door dashing of an open door and a naked white woman. I
No,
think.
this is a prime example of why they would have protested, because they know that what just took place, nothing came of it.
Oh, with her.
Yeah,
You know what?
exactly. That's why
I'm
they
gonna-
would have protested.
I'm going to give you another spin on it. If it was a black man on the couch naked and a black woman saw it, videotaped it, did all this, you know what would happen? Nothing. Because no one cares what black women think.
Black woman probably
Wait,
just
wait,
would have
wait,
went home
wait,
like
wait.
this month and called her friend Shaniqua. This
Wait,
bitch is
what
on
what was the example again? I'm sorry. A black,
a black woman and black man on the couch, black
Mhm.
woman door dasher.
Yeah, no one would care. See, this girl, this is
Young.
my supposition, right? I believe because she's a white woman, she's getting a lot more attention. Yeah, that's what I think. And that tends to be the case in media nowadays. I don't know why it is. Actually, I do know why. I have a lot
Yeah,
of
you do know. It goes
Yeah.
all the way to the top.
Yeah. So, black woman doing this, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I like doing this because it kind of like peels back our bias and just how silly it all is at the end of the day. Because you shouldn't be able to cherry pick and choose how all these different situations will play out differently. It should be the same no matter who they are and what's going on. And the fact is, she took a photo of a man inside his house and put it on social. She shouldn't have done it. Was he wrong for being sloppy? Yes.
Amen.
But she was more wrong for what she did. End of story.
Yep, I agree.
Yes. Agreed. Unfortunately, we agree on this one, and that's not good.
No. Well, we didn't agree, Renell. You did. No, Renell, you brought up a bunch of good points. He could have possibly did it on purpose. It could have been intentional.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately, we don't
we're
know.
all on the same. We're all saying the same thing. We're not really contrasting each other. I think what's different is, I'm like kind of like 60-40. I think Jamal's like 90-10.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say 90-10.
And so we're kind of all saying the same thing. It's just a different variations.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, he needs to tighten it up. He needs to just close his door. Had he closed his door, there'd be no issue.
I wonder what his buddies are saying to him, like these days. Like, did you do it on purpose, man? Tell the truth. Like, because I would ask him, like, if he was my friend, I'd be like, bro, how did you?
I would totally say, dog, you did that on purpose. I know you did.
And probably his close friends would be like, yeah, I think he did it on purpose.
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes, sir.
Or if he wasn't that type of person, they'll be like, no, he's just not that type of guy.
But you know what? She may have done him a favor. He could actually get some 15 minutes of fame out of this if he does the interviews.
And if he comes on our podcast, we'll give him 30 minutes of fame.
And what? In an Applebee's gift card? Like what?
Exactly.
So I just watched. Card. Do you guys know Chad Powers, who Eli Manning plays? Chad Powers. There's a new series out called Chad
I saw
Powers. And guess who was in that show for a brief moment is the Hawk Tua girl.
Oh, I thought she was in prison.
Was she? What?
She did a crypto thing. To a coin,
scam people out of money,
coin, something like that. And,
was that the catfish person, the catfish girl?
No, that's the girl who got interviewed, and she
about
had a viral moment where she was like, "Someone
hop to it and spit on that thing."
Yeah, spit on that thing. She said it with like some country flair, and it got viral.
Yeah. But she's made money off it. Like they were bringing her to clubs, like giving her $20,000 to show up at a club and shit,
and just say Hawk Tua. Yeah.
But she look.
Yeah, they raised they had crypto named Hawk Coin or something. And it raised all this money, and then of course it didn't go anywhere. And so there was like a lawsuit going on.
Yeah, I don't know if she went to jail, but in most cases when you're dealing with crypto, looking at her, she's not the initial person that said, let's start this crypto coin. They probably brought her in as a face.
I understand that, but she's still responsible because she like you can't turn a blind eye and be like, oh, I don't know, I just signed all this paperwork and, let them deal with it. Like, but yeah. So anyway, but she was on there. All right, yeah, good for her. So yeah, I mean, he could make something out of it. He could be the, pants around your ankles dude. I don't know.
The next Gen V. Like, the guy who pants just automatically drops his superpower. And oh my God, he blinds people.
With his cock and balls.
All right, that's what's good one. I think this was. Look, we came in, spoke about.
I have to give you guys credit because I thought this was going to be a shit show, but this was a good one.
You think every show that we come in,
that attitude?
I thought it was, but I'm giving you both credit. I'm giving you love right now.
Well, I have two other topics for our next show.
What are they?
Just something to think about. So,
can we give the crowd something to think about? Let's go.
Yeah. Let's give them.
Well, one is why isn't prostitution legal? Because it started off being legal, but then over time
it was legal. Yeah,
I like that.
That's a good one.
She is white too, to no jail. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, me
Who do it?
too.
Talk to her? Oh,
No. That's the Hayes saying
She's
something.
white to no jail. Me too. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Grammar was not Dave's strong suit, but anyway. So that's one topic is because I think, this is my opinion. I think it should be legal.
I like that one. I think we got a lot to.
Oh, I have an
Nope.
outline ready.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So that's one. The other, and this
well,
might be
remember,
more-
wait, before you go to the next one, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not legal here.
well,
Now, it is legal in Nevada at the
in
Bunny
Nevada,
Ranch.
yes.
But yeah, I'm not going to say why I don't think it's legal, but I got a good explanation of why it's not legal, or my opinion.
Well, there's actually history, and we can go into how it became illegal. Because in the beginning, like when I say the beginning, like the beginning of human civilization, it was perfectly legal. Not only was it legal, it was like considered a public
First
good.
occupation.
Yeah, that and a public good. It was like a necessity.
Yeah.
You know,
Relieving
But-
men's stress so they don't go around beat other men and kill.
Sure.
No, that's why they bro,
Yeah.
take some pressure off the men.
But times have changed. So anyway, so I think that's a good topic. And then the other one, and I think this one might be controversial or be considered racist. I don't think it's racist. Not when you look at the cold hard facts, and that is that Asian people as a whole,
Smarter in math.
no,
Okay.
commit fewer crimes.
They do.
And that is not just
They do.
that's not just cherry pick. That is across the board.
They're more culturalized. They just do.
So and I think that is a great segue into is it race, is it culture, is it both? So because the numbers for other races are not as kind, and I think people like to put reasons behind that, but just because they think it is doesn't mean it's true. So anyway, those are two topics that I was
I like
kind
those.
of thinking about.
Those are good
I like
serious
both of them.
topics.
Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go serious next week. Get on this this RJ Squared shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it. This time, man, we gonna close the door. Yeah, not leave it open. I don't know.
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
those topics though. Those
Cool.
should be good.
Cool. All right, well, that's a
J-Dog,
wrap.
how many cigarettes is that today?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Who else
Yeah,
is
you're
J-Dog?
J-Dog.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
I'm Jambone.
He's Jambone.
No, I'm sorry, I'm late. No, I don't smoke cigarettes, bro.
What the fuck? What were you just doing? What are you talking about?
You need to get your eyes checked. You
What?
might be in the
right.
Matrix.
Okay, all right. Y'all
Now
settle
he's
that
trying to
later.
gaslight me, man. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the RJ Squared Podcast, where the combo never stops. If you vibe with us, do us a favor. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. We're here live streaming every Sunday when we want to on YouTube, Instagram, and other socials. Fellas, where can people find you? I'll start with you. Sorry I'm late. Where can people find you?
November Montgomery, all platforms. Be there or
Okay.
be square.
Cool. Renell. Sideshow
RJ2 _ podcast. Instagram.
Okay, and I'm Jamal. You can find me at Jamal is Good, Instagram and Blue Sky. And that's it. And
Like-
until next time, keep it grown. No, don't.
Sorry.
Got something to say?
Nope. Sorry, I cut you off.
Until next time, keep it grown, keep it honest, and as always, join the conversation.
Peace.
Release the Epstein files.
They haven't released them yet?
No.
Those claims ain't getting released.
They're not getting released.
No.
Huh.
Just